So, last week, a couple days ago, whatever, Spider-Man Brand New Day released. And I watched it opening day, and then we went up north for the weekend, so I wasn't able to make a review. But, I was able to see it 3 times, and now I'm going to give my spoiler-free review. Then I will have a spoiler review, in the next day or two, and then I have multiple different videos planned. I want to rank all the movies, which includes the Tobey Maguire movies, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, the Spider-Verse movies, the 3 Nicholas Hammond ones, Spider-Man Lotus, and then I want to do a top 10 villains, like my top 10 Spider-Man villains, and then I want to do the Spider-Man suits from the movies. And then if I can think of any other videos to do for it, I will. And then I have to review Batman Caped Crusader Season 2. And then I'll have to check to see if there's any other movies releasing, that released that I'll review, because I'm going on vacation next week. So reviews for those things will be late. So that means like X-Men 97, that will be a little bit late. Any movies, blah, blah, blah. But I'll try and get this week a good chunk of videos, and then maybe that will carry into next week. I don't know. But Spider-Man Brand New Day, this is my spoiler-free review, so if you have not seen the movie, don't worry. This was my most anticipated movie of the year for multiple reasons. Obviously, Spider-Man is my favorite fictional character of all time. And, like, is that a common thing for people to say? I mean, yeah, but, I mean, the character's so great. I love the MCU. I love Tom Holland's version. I know a lot of people have problems with his movies, but I don't have, like, a bunch of problems. Like, his movies are some of my favorite Spider-Man movies. I love his version of the character. And, like, it was just my most anticipated movie of the year. And going into it, I just wanted another good Spider-Man movie. And I got that. And even more. Like, this, I don't want to spoil, like, my ranking or anything, but I have seen it 3 times. And some people will be like, well, you're doing it too quick. This is my second favorite movie ever, I gotta say. And my 4 favorite movies are all Spider-Man movies, which, is that a bit weird? Yes, but they're all my favorite movies just because, like, I love Spider-Man, and I think the movies are great, and this one just climbed up the ranks for many reasons. One, this is definitely Tom Holland's best performance as Spider-Man, and obviously, he's my second favorite live-action version of the character. He's one of my favorite versions of the character, but this movie solidified him as probably my second favorite version of Spider-Man. I think the suit, obviously, is amazing. Like, it just looks so good. I love the wrinkles, and, like, when you can see the ears in the mask, and, like, the eyes through the lenses and everything. Like, I love the practical look, and I just like how it's, like, an actual suit instead of, like, a CGI suit. And I think that everything that they do with, Tom Holland in this movie is great, where in this movie you've got Spider-Man, and he's becoming more of the spider than the man, because obviously after No Way Home, MJ and Ned forgot about him, and so now he is just Spider-Man. Like, he doesn't really have a reason to be Peter Parker. Aunt May's gone, MJ and Ned don't remember him, and, like, really, like, the only other connections he has, like Jean DeWolf, Punisher, are through Spider-Man. So he has no reason to be Peter Parker. And I like how in this movie they kind of explore that, where the arachnid side of him starts taking over. MJ and Ned in this movie I thought were really good. I thought that this was probably my favorite movie with them, which is the one where they're, like, not in it as much, and obviously they don't remember Peter. But I have never hated them in the last 3 movies. Like, I thought Ned was a really good, like, guy in the chair, and then Zendaya as MJ I thought was a really good love interest. I don't think any, like, best friend like Ned, even Harry Osborn in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, beat Harry Osborn in the original Sam Raimi trilogy. That's like the best part of that trilogy is the Harry Osborn in that, and I don't think any like best friend has beat him since, and probably won't. And then for the love interests, obviously I think that MCU MJ is better than Sam Raimi's MJ. I don't think she's better than Gwen Stacy though, but like I think they're very good characters. And like Ned is just a like fun guy like to be around. Like it's just fun. Like he's funny, and like he has some really good jokes. Like obviously the one from one of the trailers or TV spots where he's on the phone and he's like, it says Spider-Man is in the direct vicinity, and then Spider-Man's like, oh wait, no, that's crazy, and he just drops his phone. Or he's got the board and he's like, I'm not a weirdo or anything. And then there was one where Hulk is obviously in the movie. After Hulk gets contained, he's watching something, and it says the Hulk is going to, like, basically just, he's gonna be locked up and stuff, and Ned is just on his computer, he's like, so sad. And it's just, like, the way he delivers it and everything is really funny. But I really like their inclusion in this, and then MJ, I really like what they do with her, and, Peter. They have, like, some interactions and stuff. There's a rooftop scene that I thought was really good. And yeah. Sadie Sink, I don't really want to, like, I think it's been spoiled, but I don't want to give it away in this one. But I thought that what they did with her character was really good, and I'll get more into her in my spoiler review, because I do want to talk about her character and what's going to be going on and everything. But I know some people might not like the way she fits into the movie, but I did. And like I think I don't want to go into too much, because like, yeah, it's been a couple days and people already know basically who she is, but still, we'll save that. Hulk was not a big part in this, and I really like that, because I'm not a big fan of Mark Ruffalo, even though like as Hulk he's not that bad. Like I think that for some reason he's fine as Hulk. Like obviously I think Edward Norton was a lot better, but Mark Ruffalo is fine. And in this you get that scene at ESU with Peter talking to him about like, can you take out the bad aspects but keep the good. I kind of like that scene. And then you get the Hulk scene where Rage Monster Hulk returns through some ways, and I really like that scene. Like the fight is really cool. It's cool to see Savage Hulk back, which we haven't seen since the opening of Infinity War. And even then, well, yeah, I guess like the pure Savage Hulk, I guess we haven't seen since Age of Ultron. Just because like in Thor Ragnarok he was joking, and then in Infinity War, like 5 minutes in, he gets decimated by Thanos and then just leaves. But it's cool to see him back, and it's like I really think he was cool. And like it's just cool seeing Spider-Man take on one of the original 6 Avengers. I just think that's awesome. And obviously in the trailers you see Punisher there during the Hulk fight for some of it. There's something that he says while carrying a box to Peter that I thought was really funny. And that will segue us into Frank. He was fantastic in this. So Daredevil is my favorite show of all time. Obviously, The Punisher is in season 2, and then he's in season 4, somewhat, or Born Again season 1 for a couple episodes. He's obviously, like, for me, a perfect version of The Punisher. Like, I think he's perfect. The Punisher show is my 5th favorite show of all time. I know people have problems with that show, but I love that show. And then, obviously, Punisher One Last Kill released a little bit earlier this year, and I loved that. It was just so fun. Seeing him in this, it's obviously the same character. Like, it's the same character. Like, he does the same things and everything. But, obviously, they get around some of his swearing, and they put him in situations where he's not just shooting down people. But it's still Frank. Like, it's still the Punisher that we've seen since Daredevil Daredevil season 2. We've seen his journey And now, like, this is, like, the first time he's, like, full-fledged Punisher, because up until now, he's been, like, off and off again, on again, off again, like, am I gonna be Punisher or not? Whereas in this, like, he's fully Punisher. He's like, yeah, let's just do it. And I really like that, and I really like his relationship with Peter. Obviously, he debuted in a Spider-Man comic when he first appeared, and so it's cool seeing him, like, for the first time in since Punisher Warzone, which I think was like 2008ish or something. He's in a movie, and that movie is gonna make a bunch of money. Like, opening weekend, it made almost $1 billion, and it will make $1 billion by the end of the week. Definitely. Like, today is Monday. Hopefully I get it out on Monday. It should have $1 billion by Tuesday, Wednesday. So tomorrow or the next day. It's crazy. But it's cool that Punisher is gonna be in a, like, more than $1 billion movie. Like, it's probably gonna make like $2 billion. I hope. But I love his relationship with Peter. It's funny. Like, there's jokes and stuff that are hilarious. Like, I think the way they balance off each other is really well. And there's a scene towards the end in a hospital. I don't want to give too much away, but, like, there's a scene there that they have, and it's like it makes me tear up every time. Like, it's a really great scene, and I love it. Is there anyone else? The bad guys. So obviously from the trailers you see that Scorpion's in this, Boomerang, Tarantula, in a TV spot, Ramrod, and then in another TV spot, like right before the movie was released, so this isn't a spoiler, Tombstone. I think it's cool that they're all in there. They are all just like those like montage cameos, besides like two of them. Obviously Boomerang, the only shot we get of him is the one in the trailer, but it's really cool looking. Tarantula, same thing. Ramrod, same thing. Ramrod is one that people probably won't know because it's like, who's this guy? Like, he's in like 2 or 3 comics, I think. And then you get Scorpion, who is in the opening montage, and even in that, he gets like a speaking line, which is the other ones don't. And then he's in another scene around the opening, and then obviously you've got the fight with him, where Spidey kind of just decimates him against a police car. And I thought he was really good. Like, he's not in it a bunch, but like what this movie is showing is like Spider-Man's getting stronger. So it's like a villain like Scorpion isn't gonna like give him a bunch of trouble. And then Tombstone is like the same thing, kind of. I guess that's a spoiler, but I don't know. Like, Tombstone has a speaking line, but he's also like a little thing. And like, I think he's cool, and it's cool saying Tombstone. I think the only thing that makes it a little bit like is like people before the movie were hyping it up like, oh, Tombstone might be like a big bad guy. Turns out he's just part of the montage. But I think it's fine. Like, hopefully, like the next 2 or so Spider-Man movies, are like more familiar Spider-Man villains. But it's cool that we still get some of them in this, even if it's like little cameos. It's like, oh, like these exist in the MCU. Like, even if we get a little, like Tombstone, this crime boss exists in the same world as same like universe as Sentry, or I guess it's still like Fantastic Four, because they're coming into the MCU in Doomsday. Like Tombstone, like we never thought we would see that. Like Boomerang, Tarantula, Ramrod, like this character that has had like 3 comic appearances, even if he's in the movie for like 3 seconds, is in the MCU. I think that's really cool. And obviously, like this Spider-Man is getting stronger, so it's like all these like regular Spider-Man villains, it doesn't seem like they would give him as much of a challenge as some other people. Damage Control, I thought they were fine. Like, Mel Tillman is Bill Metzger, and I think he's an X-Men villain, so who knows what that means, but I thought he was fine. Like, Damage Control is fine. Like, they're not the best villains. Like, I think in No Way Home they were fine. They were even in Homecoming, but like barely. No Way Home they were fine. Miss Marvel, well, I mean, I guess in Miss Marvel, like, the episodes with damage control were the best episodes of the show. Definitely better than the ones in, like, a different country. And then Wonder Man from earlier this year. I thought Wonder Man was really good, and I think that damage control inside of that show was cool. And in this movie, like, they're fine. Like, I think they work. Ooh, the Hand. The Hand is in this. Obviously, the Hand is in Daredevil, Iron Fist, The Defenders. They don't feel like the same Hand that was in those shows, but at the same time, like, I'm pretty sure the Hand is going to be returning in Daredevil Born Again Season 3, so we'll see how it works then. But, there's a fight scene with them in a prison area that was really good. I thought it was a great fight scene. And then I think the last character I have to talk about, but I'm just gonna check it. So we got Peter, MJ, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, just let me check this out. I'll talk about 2 more characters. Jean DeWolf, Detective Jean DeWolf is in this, played by, crap, I had to pull it out again, sorry. I'm unprepared. I'm just kidding. Lisa Golan-Zayas. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. But she plays Detective Jean DeWolf. And before the movie, I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, I don't know. But inside of the movie, like, I thought she was great. I really like her relationship with Spider-Man, where she almost feels like a mother figure, where she's like, are you okay? Like, you gotta do this, blah, like, is something wrong? Like, fix that, or something, like, stuff like that. And I really like the relationship that she has with him in the movie. And obviously, in the comics, her biggest story is the death of Jean DeWolf, and I'm guessing that's probably where they're gonna go in the next movie. Because in the comics, he has the symbiote suit while that happens. Or at least I think he has the black suit. I don't know if it's the cloth or if it's, like, the actual symbiote, but I have to read it. In the 5th one, which will be coming out after Secret Wars, I'm guessing in Secret Wars he'll probably get the symbiote suit, because it's like, I'm expecting he'll probably get it there. So, in Spider-Man 5, she'll probably die, and then he'll have the black suit, blah, blah, blah. But I thought she was really good, and she has kids in this, which I thought there was a nice little, like, plot point with them, where at the beginning of the movie, like, Peter doesn't know their names, and then by the end of the movie, he's, like, telling her, like, hey, tell their name, like, I don't know their names, but tell him and her, like, I said hi. And it's, like, it's a nice little arc for Peter, like, oh, he's, like, it's, like, a small little thing, but it's, like, Spider-Man, like, really cares. And then Aunt May has, like, a little part. She's obviously not brought back, but, like, she has, like, a little flashback scene, which I think was expected. I don't think it's a spoiler. If it is, I'm sorry. But I think that the scene and the way they use her is really cool, and I really liked it. And I just, I thought the way they used her, even though she's not, like, a huge part, was pretty good. The action was phenomenal. I thought it was great. Same with the swing. Like, the action and the swinging just looked fantastic in this. Like, I don't know if it's probably not better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I do have a soft spot for that, since it's my favorite movie ever. But, like, the swinging is, for TASM 2 and this, are, like, just sensational, you might say. Spectacular. Same with the action. It's amazing. Spectacular. Friendly. That was bad. But I thought that, like, it was just really fun. Like, all the action scenes are just really fun to watch. Like, the Hulk one, the hand one. There's obviously more. And then the swinging scenes, like, a lot of people have said this, but, like, in Tom Holland's trilogy, you don't get that much swinging, which is true. Especially through Manhattan. I mean, in the second movie of his, even though I like that movie, he's in Europe. But, So this movie, like, finally gives him, like, swinging scenes in the city. And I thought they were all just really fun and great. The story, I think, was great. Like, obviously, you can't get too much into it, but, like, I thought the story with him kind of just being, like, you can't do it alone and everything, I thought that was really nice. And I just thought everything worked. Like, I know people have issues with the villain, but I don't. And, like, there's people that have, like, issues with some things here and there, but, like, I really don't. And what I really like about this movie as well is it feels super comic booky. And I can't believe I waited 20 minutes into the review to, like, talk about this specific thing, but it feels just so much like a comic book that, like, I love that because it's a comic book movie. It should. It's colorful, and, like, it's not like it's, like, this bright thing like Superman from last year. Like, it's not, like, over bright or anything. Kind of like this. Sorry about that. But, like, it's able to use, like, like, the cinematography is great. It's able to use shots really good. It looks great. Like, the suit pops, and it just looks like, it really looks like a comic book, like, where you've got the suit, and it's just, like, out there. And then, obviously, you've got, people coming in from, like, all over, populating the world, and it's, like, in other MCU movies, some people have been like, well, if they're in here, like, why not just, like, go get those other heroes, like in Thunderbolts. They're in New York, and it's like, if they're there, why not go get Spider-Man? Or in Daredevil Born Again, like, Daredevil needs help, get Spider-Man instead of Jessica Jones. Which, like, I get why they don't do it in Daredevil. I hope Spider-Man does show up in it one day. It seems like Sony's getting a little bit more, like, nice with Marvel and, like, allowing them to do stuff, so hopefully Spider-Man can show up in Daredevil one day, especially since it's my favorite show, and it would be awesome to have Spider-Man in my favorite show. But, like, in this, like, Frank Castle, the Punisher, is there as a supporting character throughout the movie, and I really like that, because I like how he has a big role. And then, like, he needs to figure out this problem, he goes to the Hulk, or this problem, he goes to someone else. And, obviously that's saving for spoilers, but, like, it's just like, he has a problem, let's go to this Marvel hero, who I know, and get them to see if they can help me. And it's like, I really like that. Hopefully the MCU starts doing more like that. Like, obviously, the next two movies are Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, so it's like, okay, there's obviously going to be a lot of crossovers in that. I mean, you've got the new Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man's going to be in Secret Wars, definitely. Like, everyone is going to be in that movie. And then hopefully in Doomsday. But after that, like, in the X-Men movie, like, just have some other heroes show up. Like, I'll get more into the, I don't know, but it's like that, like, have someone else show up. In Ghost Rider, there's a white, like, have Moon Knight. That probably won't happen, but it would be cool. Black Panther 3. I've heard that they might be putting Storm from the X-Men in that. That would be kind of cool. Even though, like, Storm isn't my favorite, it's just, it would be cool to have, like, an X-Men in it. But it's like, I want the MCU to start doing more of that, where it's like, even if it's just one or two, just have, like, another character appear, and it's just like, okay, this is a populated world, like, there's heroes here and there, like, just have one other one show up. It's my thought. But I love this movie. I think that, like, it just feels like the people who made it know and love Spider-Man. It feels like everything we love about Spider-Man in a movie. Like, it's got stuff from the other movies. Like, sorry for that. As I was recording my video, something happened, and I'm watching through How I Met Your Mother right now, and that just started up on my phone for some reason, and it kind of interfered with my audio. Sorry about that. But my show wanted to play. So, as I was saying, it feels like a love letter about Spider-Man. Like, it's got stuff from the Tobey and Andrew movies, like, in there. It's got stuff from, like, the cartoons, like Spectacular Spider-Man, the 90s cartoon, and, like, just, like, all these, like video, it's got Insomniac references, like, it's, like, there's a lot of like stuff that just feels like stuff from like the Insomniac Spider-Man games, and I love those games, so it's really cool. Like it just feels like it's taking stuff from every version of Spider-Man, putting it in one, and just being like, here you go. We like it just as much as you do, and we want to give you a movie that shows that. And I love that. And like that's probably all I'm gonna say in this one, just because like I want to like skirt around all the different like things, because it's like I don't want to spoil a bunch of stuff, so I'll get more into stuff when spoilers happens. But I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time now. I know I've only seen it like 3 times, but like that's enough for me to know if it's one of my favorites or not. It's my favorite MCU movie so far, and it's just a movie that I love and will continue to watch a lot. When I want to watch a Spider-Man movie, it's going to be this, or The Amazing Spider-Man, or The Amazing Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man No Way Home. It's going to be one of these 4, and I lean more towards this one and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for reasons. And I love the movie. I'm happy that it's going to be making boatloads of money. I hope that it doesn't take a long time for Spider-Man 5 to happen, because I really want that movie, especially with how this movie ends and like everything. Like I just really want another Spider-Man movie. I've heard that they want to make another trilogy with Tom Holland. I obviously want that more so. Like if they can make more, make more. Obviously he's probably going to be in Secret Wars and hopefully Doomsday. It's going to be cool seeing him in that. Hopefully he starts making little cameos, because that would be nice. And then we'll see what happens. But if you saw this movie, tell me what you thought in the comments. And please like and subscribe for more movie reviews, TV show reviews, more Spider-Man content, more Marvel content. Speaking of Spider-Man content, as I said, in the next couple days, maybe later today, which hopefully this should be Monday, I'll have another video out. Probably not my spoiler review, because that one's going to be a bit of a longer one, so I might make some of the other ones first. But stay tuned for a spoiler review. Stay tuned for a movie ranking, my top 10 villains, the Spider-Man suits ranked, and then if I come up with any others, those. And then my plans for Spider-Man for the rest of the year. Just want to talk about this a little bit. I want to review Spectacular Spider-Man, the show, at some point. And then Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 is going to be releasing later this year. Obviously, I'm going to review that. I'm going to rank all the Spider-Man shows, which hopefully by that time I've seen all of them. I'm only missing 2 shows, so I just have to watch those. And then I'll have my top 10 versions of Spider-Man ranked. That one's I'm really excited for, but I'm going to wait until Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. But, a lot more Spider-Man content in the coming week. Batman, and then we'll see what happens after that. But, sorry for that little pause a couple minutes ago. Blame it on How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. I'll see you in the next Spider-Man video. Peace out. And with great power comes great responsibility.